Looks like we are good to go, which is great, guys. Yeah. Okay, so this is really, really good. Alright, so it looks like everything so far has been really nice. I'm just like deleting some of my test live streams on the back end here. But I actually have a topic that I want to talk about this stream, as you can see in the title. I did want to go ahead and give my thoughts on Megalo Box Season 2, Episode 6. So I did finish watching that and rewatching the second half of it today because I fell asleep during the first watch. So yeah, and on the site that I watched it on, I was like just reading the comments as well to see what people's thoughts were on it. Obviously after I finished, so it doesn't influence my thought. And damn it, my goddamn PlayStation had to go ahead and die. We're gonna try and bring that back up. It's always that. Alright, so let me just go ahead and stop this stream again. Alright, hello everyone. Girl Miss Blue, I am back. I finished doing the audio checks and I finished, deleting those test streams on the back end here. Yeah, so we're here for another Nioh 2 play session. I did have a topic that I actually, I planned to discuss. And oh man, look, we are steadily building the quality of our audio. Slowly but surely. I say, as I did already, my boom arm for my Blue Yeti Nano did come in. And yeah, so now you can hear me better for sure. At least I feel, given my wonky setup. And yeah. Yeah, and it's also not seated on, obviously it's not seated on a desk anymore because I have a boom arm. Yeah. So pretty good so far. So yeah, just jumping into it, like I did have the topic. The topic that I did want to talk about is just share my thoughts on Megalo Box Season 2, Episode 6. I finished watching that. Excuse me, my lord. Man, this transition into summer is doing killer on my body. I swear to goodness. And my sinuses more so. Lord. But anyways, I finished watching that episode and rewatching the second half today because I fell asleep during the second half during my initial watch. And I did read the comments on this within the section on the site that I watched my anime on. And my goodness, a show is good if it allows the audience to have conflicting thoughts on it and be ever so passionate when it comes to presenting their thoughts. That's how you as a creator and writer, you have created a really good script and your characters within the show are they're more than just one-dimensional. So yeah, let's dig into that. Not forgetting that I am going to be, the stage in Nioh 2 that I'm at right now, it is a boss stage, so my thoughts, they will fade in and out as a result because, Nioh 2 requires your undivided attention sometimes. Those who can honestly, play these type of games where you have to be really quick in your reflexes and still have a steady stream of thought, bless you, blessed be you, because I cannot. But anyways, yeah, so in this episode, Joe, he's back. He just went back to town to make his grand reappearance to all those kids that he abandoned for like 5 years. Okay, let me be more objective for now. That he left for 5 years without so much as a peep. I'm still not being objective. So he left them for 5 years Yeah, due to depression that he was experiencing after the loss of Pops, which was his coach, and also a parental slash father figure for the kids, which consists of like what I think it's like 4 or 5 of them. They're orphans. So yeah, and they had their own cute little family, makeshift family. How did this man not have... I did it to myself. Ooh, he really thought he was gonna come and get me. Ah, you bad man, la la. Damn, he died. I gotta go. Is there not? Woo! Oh, I did. I gotta get that blue one, bro. That blue one is where it at. God damn it, 30. Get out of my face, man. No one cares. Yo, I just realized his live, I could just really just turn into, wow, really? Alright, let me stop playing around. Are you kidding me right now? Wow, I think that's amazing. No, I don't. All I need is like literally one hit and I'm done. How did I get this way? Ooh, he's Wow, they gonna give me freaking arrows? I don't need no goddamn arrows. Watch them win! I'm so mad at the predicament I'm in right now. I can't... If I could, like, I have this one item that can give me HP, but I know for sure I'm not going to be able to get that. Oh, give me some life. God damn it. Girl, I was so close. I'm so mad right now. Anyways, that Megalobot season 2 episode 6. So, you know, Joe, he back in town and the kid's like, yo, what you want? You nothing but... I assume they would be like, you're a deadbeat. Cause I mean, this dude left for 5 years. That's half a decade, bro. And they were kids, so like, come on. That's a lot of time to be gone. It truly is. And then he left without so much of a peep. Huh? Kidding me? Anyways, in this episode, one of the kids, I don't remember any of these kids' name, honestly, to be honest. They, I only focused on Joe. But anyways, the one that owns a shop, Sachio, who I know one of them, more so because he gave Joe the whooping of his life, but Joe let him. But anyway, Sachio, he, when, obviously his brother, who owns the shop, he was being bullied and taken advantage of by some local thugs. They are in a gang. Sachio beat them up and sent them on their way, as he should. But I didn't think he was thinking too far into the future. But anyways, those two gang members that Sachio beat up, they came back to the ramen shop and was like, hey, yo, you about to pay for these damages you done did to my boy here? Oh, no? Okay, then I guess your shop and the deed to your shop is going to be ours. And so they trashed the whole shop and then took said deed to the shop, which made no sense. Like, how you gonna trash the shop that you just took the deed to? So you're gonna have to spend money, you know, patching up the same shop that you now own. Okay, why the hell does that boy even have the deed to the ramen shop within such easy reach? Like, that deed should be at, like, in a safe somewhere at a bank where only you can get to it if you give your signature like 5-10 times fold and so forth and say a secret password. It shouldn't be that easy to give over. That don't make no sense to me. So poor thinking on his part. But then again, they're kids. They're still teens. So yeah, I had to dig on that real quick. Anyways, when that did happen and Sachio got word of it, he obviously decided to make a trip to those gang members so that he can go ahead and get the deed back. On Sachio's way there in his raggedy ass truck, Joe was on his way to go meet that same boy whose name still escapes me, pardon me. And once that boy like informed Joe of what was going on, he was like, God damn, I gotta step in like the deadbeat older brothers that I am. And so he did. And I guess he made a pact with them, with those gang members, to throw a fight and then, you know, get in exchange for the boy's deed to the shop, to which is what happened. It looks like Sachio was in the same. Oh, I think, because like I skipped around, but I believe, yeah, Sachio was fighting Joe, and yeah, that is actually what happened, right? Yeah. Let me just go ahead and see real quick. I need to have more of a what is it called? Organized thought process for this. And man, I've been doing a lot today. Yeah, so it looks like Joe fought in his place. And obviously he went down. Damn, yeah, so he threw the fight per usual, which is how Joe got his start. And how, yeah, damn. So like, yeah, I just went to go look at it. But yeah, he threw the fight. Just bear with me, I'm just like looking at everything I got here. Let's see what it is I could do. What can I bring up? Damn, I can't update that. That's it. That's all I can do now. Yeah, I'm just silent real quick because I'm like, let me see if I actually still have that other healing item that I was talking about. Because if not, we're gonna have to change some things. Damn, where's my cake? Oh, there it is. Only have one. Damn. I'm gonna have to change that one then. Alright, let me go back. How quickly my stamina goes down. God damn. Cheat. Wow, I can only do it once. Ain't that about a beach? Ain't that about a beach? So I guess I can talk while I'm doing this. So yeah, so Joe went back to his old thing, went back to square one, throwing fights that he know he could easily win with his super Hadoukens and what have you. All for the sake of getting something else. And it just makes you wonder, like, why do you keep doing this, Joe? Why don't you move on, Joe, from this type of life? But it's what he loves to do. And it's so unfortunate. And it pisses me off because, let me just finish the whole, just like my thoughts on the episode itself before I share my thoughts and frustrations, etc., on just Joe's position overall that he's currently in. So he got the deed back for the boy, and you know, they obviously still did not want to accept him back. Again, justified. So much so though that one of them urged him in a very blunt manner to not come back. And obviously he was like taken aback by that, and he just try to make it look like it didn't affect him, but you know that shit hurt. Hurt him right in the heart. He just trying to say, look, this is as much as I can do for now. And then he just went on his way. And in that moment, you could see, God, what is that boy's name? God damn it. It would make so much more sense. Make my words feel, just like more coherent if I could just get their names. Just looking up their names really quickly so I could stop saying that boy who owns the ramen shop. There you go. I'm heading to my anime list. My anime list. My anime list. Wow, they did a very poor job updating the characters. Okay, I know who Ochio. Yeah, and Ochio was the one that told Joe not to come back. To which I understand as a girl. I did not even realize that. But yeah, bonjour. Apologies, I'm probably just like really butchering the name. But bonjour. When he got the deed back, and it started to rain as Joe made his, his departure and so forth, he was like, damn, it's gonna rain out there. And I feel like that showed that he cared and still does care for Joe, to the point where I feel like that act of him getting the deed back, Joe going out of his way to throw another match, to which he hates doing, and his whole reason for him striving for a win so he can stop that type of life, showed that, like, hey, this man's trying. And, I think I'm kind of ready to give him a chance. So I feel like Joe just needs to keep at it. He really needs to keep at it. Why the hell did my bombs not come? Did I take them off for some reason? Why did I take them off? So yeah, so I feel like Joe should just keep at it, keep trying to make his way in. However, if he does do that, he needs to make sure that he comes completely clean with the reason why it is he did leave for 5 effing years without so much as a word. Especially since, as it was revealed in this episode in the flashback, during his previous fight, well, his last fight that the kids were able to see him in while Pops was still alive, he unfortunately lost that fight, and that fight was against the guy that he did win against. It was the guy who won against, what is his name? I'm just looking here through it. Yuri's, yeah, it was Yuri's disciple, student, what have you. So Joe lost against Yuri's disciple. And the reason why Joe was so adamant on, moving forward with that fight, aside from wanting to suppress his feelings of the reality of what was going on with Pops, which was that he was dying and is gonna die inevitably, so it's because at least I feel he wanted to honor his coach's last wish, well, wish or stance, I guess you could say, of moving forward with that fight, and to which he initially didn't want to do. But Pops urged him to. He's like, you should go ahead and take that disciple on and, fight him. I know you got this. You're going to win. And he did that to honor him. And the fact that not only did, in present time in that episode, he lost, he had to willingly lose. In that flashback, he also unfortunately lost even when he was giving it his all. And that hurt. And I feel like this loss brought up that past pain as well. And so, I can definitely, Joe, I feel for you, boy. I feel for you. My heart hurts for you. It does. Ah, shit. What am I doing? Oh, wait. Well, don't matter. It's not like the gauge is going up. I was like, oh, shit. Is my NPC gonna leave? No, she looked kind of cute. Toilet tactician. What a name. But yeah, so like that obviously clearly hurt him. What was I gonna say? Yeah. I'm just thinking about like all up until now. I guess I'm just like doing an overview now and just like my feelings on the whole season up until now. Joe left for 5 years after he like went into a depression for not being able to be there for Pops, losing that last fight and not being able to deal with it. Like, his coach is gone. Who's gonna be his coach now? You want to come back to town and then everything that you worked for is gone. Not only just Pops, but the whole gym that you and Pop saved up for, the life you created with the orphans that were now your younger brothers, everything is gone, Joe. Damn, and that makes me feel for the kids for it, and I don't really blame them for how they are reacting to Joe, because all that's happening, and the person that they felt that they could lean on for support, their rock, now that their initial rock, Pops, is gone, is freaking left too. What the fuck? I would have been pissed too. Still pissed. And they just had to, learn how to deal with it. Pretty much come to grips with it by themselves and move on. Obviously, they did have the help of that friend of theirs, but so much he could do, and they were all wishing that Joe was there with them to help them as they're mourning, grieving, so that they could get through it, and he just wasn't there. And I feel like this is where toxic masculinity comes to play. And, you want to have those people like, oh, here we go, man hater. No, it's not even that. But I just mean in terms of when I am bringing up toxic masculinity, I'm talking in terms of just like how, men are just really conditioned to think that they don't have to speak about what's bothering them, what has them down, and so forth, and they just need to just suppress that shit. swallow it, strangle it until it's no more, like they're effing sociopaths. And it's just, that's not the healthy way to live. You will self-destruct, you will implode, as we saw with Joe. It all just imploded because he refused to face his failings. So this is it. And you, Joe, you can't come back to town and try to re-enter those boys' life as if those 5 years didn't happen, as if the passing of Pops didn't happen. You can't do that, dude. That's like F-boy stuff. That's like abandoned parent type vibes. Like, you cannot do that, okay? You gonna need to address it. And even if they insist on not listening, persist, you know? Don't just stop. Well, I mean, I guess that's him, like, oh, you know, respecting their boundaries. But no, you need to push. Send them a letter or something. Let them read that ish, because, you know, curiosity's gonna get to them. They might burn it. Maybe the first time, I keep on sending that letter. Keep on sending that letter. That has your thoughts if you're if you're just like the type that isn't able to speak your mind in person. It's just a struggle. Write that shit down and send it to them. Let them know why the hell it is you left. Because as it stands, it's not right, and they... What the fuck? Ooh. Okay, hold on there, sir. So, yeah, no, hold on. Oops. I noticed I have the same item in 2 places. That's not happening. Let me put... There we go. Okay, now I'm ready to do this. Okay. But yeah. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Damn it. It cut out again. I gotta